Two more migrant shelters officially closed as of today.
The people who had been living in both locations have been relocated to other facilities. WGN's Bronagh Tumulty has details.
Good evening, guys. One of those shelters is right behind me here at 22nd and Halstead. The closure of this one and the one a little further north now means there are 15 migrant shelters still operating within the city of Chicago. And within those, we're told, there are approximately 2,600 vacant beds. So the spaces that are closing this month simply weren't needed.
I think the shelter fulfilled its mission.
This month marks the closure of 3 migrant shelters in Chicago, 2 of which already stand empty, the one in North Ogden in Westtown and the Lower West Side Refuge at 22nd and Halstead. The latter hitting the headlines last year as the spot where 5-year-old Giancarlos Martinez Rivero died of sepsis. 25th Ward Alderman Byron Sigcho Lopez telling us today there were a lot of people living here at one time.
At one point, we hosted almost 2,600 people there. That is not the way to address the issue of unhoused residents across the city.
A third shelter along DuSable Lakeshore Drive will shutter in about 3 weeks' time, and collectively the 3 buildings will eliminate about 3,000 beds from use. City officials say they've been working in tandem with the county and the state to determine the needs of those already here and any expected or unexpected arrivals to Chicago. But there is still a massive problem when it comes to the city's homeless population, with Sigcho Lopez telling us today there are 80,000 vacant units within the private sector, and more work needs to be done to get a roof over everyone's head, whether they've been in Chicago for 5 minutes or a lifetime.
There are at the same time 80,000 units that are empty. So we're looking into ways how we can partner with other levels of government and also other private partners so that we can make sure that we fulfill those vacancies, working with the state government, making sure that we also resettle people in a more dignified way.
Now, the One System initiative is something being talked about right now in Chicago. It would integrate services for the migrant and homeless populations and put them under one roof, but implementation of that seems a long way off. We're on the Lower West Side. Bronagh Tumulty, WGN News.